The course and nature of this pandemic has been driven by the unvaccinated.
Now the most common variant in America, healthcare organizations are at their breaking point with the Omicron.
Badger men's basketball switching up their calendar this weekend. Why they're scrambling to find a new opponent.
And could our chances of a white Christmas be on the rise here in southern Wisconsin? We're going to take a look at some of the latest model trends.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm Leah Lynchai. The CDC says Omicron is now the most common form of COVID-19 in the U.S.
The Wisconsin Department of Health Services says continued surges will push healthcare organizations to the brink.
While I respect that vaccination is a personal choice, it is important that everyone understands that our healthcare organizations have been pushed to the breaking point, and it is quite possible that Omicron will push us beyond the breaking point.
Federal health officials say as of last week, Omicron accounted for an estimated 73% of new infections. CDC numbers show a nearly six-fold increase in only 1 week.
And breaking news from the White House this morning, President Biden announcing his administration will buy 500 million at-home rapid tests to be sent to Americans for free. The tests will only be sent to people who want them. Deliveries are expected to start next month. The news comes after many health experts demanded the White House do more to ramp up testing to help get COVID-19 under control. Later today, President Biden is expected to roll out new steps for fighting the pandemic.
Dane County again extending its face covering mandate. The last order was set to expire on January 3rd. That is being pushed back now to February 1st. The move comes just a few days after the Omicron variant was first detected in Dane County.
Meanwhile, the state Supreme Court agreeing to take up a case challenging Dane County's mask mandate. The case was brought forward by 2 county residents and a local business. The order does not list a date or time for the arguments. The conservative Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty filed the suit and first asked the court to take up the case back in August.
The Badger men's basketball team back in the rankings this morning at 24, but their chances of playing this week are now in jeopardy. Morgan State, the team they were going to play Thursday at the Kohl Center, canceled because of COVID cases within its program. Now the team's trying to find a new opponent before Thursday's game. Badgers moved back into the rankings after a close win against Nicholls State last week.
The new available option for preventing HIV on the market now. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved the first injectable medication to lower the risk of getting HIV through physical contact. The FDA made that announcement yesterday. It's called Apretude. It's approved for adults and teens 70 pounds and over. It's given first as 2 shots a month apart, then every 2 months afterward. The FDA noted that in clinical trials, the medication did find significantly lower risk for HIV than other drugs, but it's more likely to cause side effects, things like injection site reactions, headache, fatigue, back pain, and rash.
6:02, Chris Reese here now with Madison Certified Most Accurate Forecast. Things looking a little bit better, for a white Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do want to stress your chances still aren't huge, but I'm a little bit more hopeful than I was, say, yesterday. There's been a little bit of a change in some of the model data overnight, and I want to show you that. It's been consistent for a couple runs. We'll see how long it stays consistent or if it's on to something new altogether. But that being said, this is the freezing line. That purple, you see, and then you'll be able to notice the systems as they move on through as well. We'll see one to our north today. Another one zips by on Thursday. This is mainly to our north as that freezing line stays further to our south. Now we get you towards Christmas Eve. This is Friday. The freezing line is to our north. We'll actually see a chance of showers moving through. This system has trended a little weaker, oddly enough, but part of why it's trending weaker is because some of that energy is potentially going into a system behind it. As we start to get colder into Christmas morning, we're going to watch another system that moves in from the west, and this does have the chance to bring snow for us, especially Christmas afternoon and into Christmas night. So you wouldn't wake up to snow on the ground on Christmas morning, but you'd potentially see snow start to fly throughout midday on Christmas and go to bed with snow on the ground on Christmas night. Now, this actually has a little bit of support from another model. I'm now seeing 2 models with this possibility of snowflakes flying into Christmas. Here's your Thursday system that moves on through. You see your raindrops for Christmas Eve, and then we get you towards Christmas morning at 5 o'clock. You see that system moving in from the west. That takes us into the afternoon. So with that, I've bumped up our chances of a white Christmas from 10% to 30%, which is still on the lower side, but we are going to see if this continues to increase. Things are looking at least a little bit better today than they were at this time yesterday. Northern Wisconsin, things look fairly good for a white Christmas. In fact, they're getting snow that's moving in right now. This is all getting its act together over parts of Minnesota right now. That's going to work its way across the North Woods, where perhaps another 2 to 4 or even as much as 3 to 6 inches of snow is going to be possible in some spots. Southern Wisconsin, our influence out of the system is really just cloud cover. We don't have much moisture out of it, but temperatures are cold. We're at 17 as you head out the door. Winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Janesville, you guys were in the 20s for the longest, but that temperature has now dropped towards 16. It is 15 over towards Lone Rock. We go throughout the day. Here's the cloud cover. The moisture really stays to our north. We'll top out around 34 this afternoon. We'll clear out after that system. Look for sunshine on Wednesday. Temperatures don't get out of the 20s. We'll see a chance for flurries Wednesday night into Thursday. 38 on Thursday, 43 on Friday. For now, I've gone with a slight chance of snow on Christmas Day.
I'll take it.
We will watch it. I have my fingers crossed. I will be praying on it. I will be doing everything. We will see how this plays out. We'll also be watching chances for some snow Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as well.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Former President Donald Trump is suing New York State Attorney General Letitia James, accusing her of harassment. Trump and the Trump Organization filed that suit yesterday, asking a federal court to stop or limit her office's ongoing civil investigation into his businesses. Trump accuses James of violating his constitutional rights, claiming that her investigation, which has lasted more than 2 years, is politically motivated and designed to, quote, harass, intimidate, and retaliate against him.
The fate of Ghislaine Maxwell is in the hands of a federal jury this morning. In closing arguments yesterday, Maxwell's lawyer says her client should not be considered guilty because of her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. They say the government's case against Maxwell is speculative and based partly on distracting photos of the former couple. Prosecutors say Maxwell manipulated and enticed vulnerable females as a key accomplice to Epstein. If convicted, Maxwell could face up to 70 years behind bars.
A man sentenced to almost 4 years in jail after assaulting a police officer during the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. The 46-month sentence for Devlin Thompson is among the longer prison terms issued so far. Thompson helped a mob seize riot shields from officers while also using a metal baton to try and knock pepper spray from officers' hands. It comes just days after someone in Florida was given 5 years and 3 months for their actions in the attack.
At the state capitol, Assembly Democrats now electing Representative Greta Neubauer to serve as the party's leader. She's from Racine. Yesterday's vote comes a week after Representative Gordon Hintz announced he would step down from the position but remain in the Assembly.
All right, coming up, the Omicron variant, now the most common sickness in the U.S. After the break, we'll have recommendations from health officials as you prepare to travel this week.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
An up-close look at the 15th annual Lights of Love at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital. When we come back, stay with us.
Here comes Happy Ruben. She wants to wish everyone happy holidays. Happy loves to visit Ruben's furniture. She likes to snuggle into a warm, cozy sofa. Winter is coming and she wants to just lay around. A sectional lets Happy stretch out and take a nap with her owner. Her favorite piece of furniture is a soft leather recliner. Happy loves to watch TV in her favorite chair. A bed is a perfect place to sleep after a long day at the dog park. Have a happy and healthy holiday from everyone at Ruben's Furniture.
Here's to the holidays. Here's to the casserole queens and Santas who saute. To the turkeys brined in beer, and well, just beer. To the ones who do the most, and the ones who do the least. To the classic traditions, and whatever you call this one. This year, no matter how you holiday, Festival has you covered. Festival Foods, a Wisconsin tradition since 1946.
Happy holidays from Meineke Car Care Center. We would like to thank you for your business this year and wish you and your family a safe and happy holiday season. Drive safe during all of your travels. Meineke, doing car care right.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing, when the hands that do the caring need caring, that's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Running a race is a lot like investing. It takes discipline, patience, and time. But most importantly, it takes endurance. Because in order to go the distance, you need to be prepared to get there. At the Burrish Group at UBS, we have a trusted advisor that's ready to go the extra mile with you every step of the way. Call the Burrish Group today.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back. We're in the 608 this morning with an inside look at the 15th annual Lights of Love.
Josh Breider is live at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital this morning, giving us a look and sharing the story. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. A lot of meaning behind this here. In 15 years, quite the accomplishment for Lights of Love, and really the special story behind it. Terry Donlin, one of the chairs of this. And Terry, I mean, just looking at this behind us, this is spectacular.
Isn't it amazing? I grow so amazed every time I see it. It's beautiful. How can you not just feel something when you see this?
So this started as just a couple of trees 15 years ago, and it's grown into something pretty significant here for the hospital.
It has, and it's huge. I mean, it means a lot to the community. None of the other hospitals do the Lights of Love around here, I don't think, and they used to. I mean, it was a big deal, and it's a lot of work, and getting volunteers is an effort. But I can't imagine not doing this. I can't imagine not having, and the trees, we've got 15 or 17 trees every year coming in. The Bruce Company brings them in. We sell the lights, and it's not expensive to buy a light. We've kept it at $5 per light, and a lot of people buy lights, and it makes a nice donation for the hospital.
And each color represents something different.
Yep. The white lights represent my, anybody that's passed on in memory of the deceased. The red lights represent those that are still alive and you want to honor them or memorialize them a little bit. And then the blue lights, and that's the cool part, is 2 years ago we added, the blue lights were military, and they were always military. But we added healthcare workers because they're our healthcare heroes, especially through this COVID. They've been fantastic. And the lights really mean a lot. Everybody picks the lights they want to, donate to. And we send cards out to everyone. And normally we'd have a lighting ceremony, but the last 2 years we haven't, so we've done a video. And the video tribute this year, I remember we were last year was 20 minutes, and this year we've gotten it up to 30 minutes. We've got speakers on the video. We've got pictures of the memorialized people. You can send in pictures of your relatives. You can send in pictures of somebody that's passed away. Healthcare workers, we've got a lot of healthcare hero pictures up there. It's
Very
awesome.
special meaning behind it, Terry. Thank you so much for all of your work you do here as a volunteer. And of course, we hope to keep this going, guys. If you would like to learn more about Lights of Love, I've got a link up on channel3000.com this morning. You can find everything you need to know right there.
They look great, and I love the meaning behind all of it. Really cool to hear about. Thanks, Josh.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email at inthe608@WISC-TV.com for a chance to be featured.
All right, some more local news this morning. The National Weather Service says there's now been a total of 36 tornadoes in Wisconsin this year. 5 were just added, those storms from earlier this month. The National Weather Service says the 4 EF2s or higher, that is the most since 2014, and the 36 total tornadoes in the state are the most since 2011.
Gosh, heartbreaking to see some of the damage still coming out of Stanley, Wisconsin, that whole northwestern area of Wisconsin. Chris Reese, you said that was some of the first winter tornadoes those folks had seen.
Yeah, parts of the state saw their first December tornadoes ever. Even parts of Minnesota did as we went throughout the past week. And now the weather is going to be a lot more seasonable for this time of the year. 17 outside right now. We're going to keep those temperatures in the teens this morning. We'll work our way into the 20s and 30s, but we also have the cloud cover to contend with as well. So planning out the day, look for that cloud cover really around lunchtime. By about 4 o'clock or so, we'll actually start to get rid of some of those clouds. Temperatures are still going to be hanging out into the 30s. In fact, I only expect us to really top out around 34 for today. If you're traveling across the country, we're going to see rain throughout parts of the south and east. Atlanta only topping out at 46 today. Jacksonville, Florida only makes it to 57. Sunshine throughout parts of Texas. Temperatures in the 60s. Same for Los Angeles. Temperatures will be into the 60s. Now, the upper Midwest, we do stay cold, but the snowflakes stay farther to the north. The Northwoods, parts of Minnesota, and the Dakotas, that's where they're going to be looking at snow today with those temperatures into the 20s. That is also really about the only part of the country where you're going to see moderate to major travel delays as we go throughout today. Perhaps some minor delays with rain towards the south and east. Tomorrow, we're generally fairly quiet, with the exception of mountains on either coastline. But by the time we get you into Thursday, lots of delays throughout the Pacific Northwest as perhaps a major storm system starts to move into the country. That's what actually has the chance to bring us our precipitation as we start to move towards Christmas weekend as well. Traffic-wise, we're not seeing any major issues, but there is a stalled out vehicle on I-3990 right as you begin to approach that intersection with Highway 30 there, where you can then merge onto 94 to go towards Milwaukee. Outside of that, things are smooth all throughout parts of southern Wisconsin.
All right, Chris Reese, thanks for keeping an eye on it. 6:17 now, the state of California taking legal action against Walmart this morning. The state's Department of Justice filed a lawsuit against the retailer, alleging it dumps nearly 160,000 pounds of hazardous waste in California every year. According to the complaint, the items disposed of in those landfills weren't supposed to be there. The landfills weren't properly equipped for them. The waste reportedly includes pesticides, cleaning supplies, even lithium batteries. When toxic materials like these are left in landfills, they can seep into the air and the drinking water. Walmart has yet to comment on the suit. All right, 6:17 now. The surge in COVID cases, hospitalizations, and deaths comes at the start of 2 weeks of celebrations for many families.
Health officials know that most people are still going to move ahead with their travel plans, but they say there are a few things that everyone should know and do first. Christina Laurie walks us through their recommendations.
What each of us chooses to do in the next few weeks really matters.
When officials issued a public health advisory, they asked everyone to do 3 things. Get vaccinated and boosted, wear a mask indoors around people you don't live with, and celebrate the holidays safely.
Lots of people postponed or canceled holiday gatherings last year. Everyone wants to see family and friends again. And I think the core message today is you can do that, but you need to do it safely.
SSM Health President Dr. Mark Thompson says testing is the key to that third component.
Generally, I would say 24 to 48 hours completing the testing prior to traveling.
Dr. Thompson recommends anyone traveling should get 1 lab-based COVID test 1 or 2 days beforehand.
That's not even perfect. You know, we're seeing, people test and we've seen this on cruises and other travel and things. They test negative, and 4 or 5 days into it, they're testing positive.
But it's better than at-home tests, which are even less reliable, especially for people who aren't showing symptoms. If you do have a cough, fever, body aches, or chills, the at-home tests are more reliable. But at that point, even if you test negative, you should still consider staying home.
And I know how badly people want to see each other and gather. But we also want to keep people healthy.
Healthy and hospital free.
There is a serious risk that continued increased numbers of COVID-19 cases will overwhelm an already strained healthcare system.
In Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
6:19 now. Ahead this morning on CBS Mornings, a Puerto Rican drink is on tap just ahead of the holidays.
Over the years, it became primarily a non-alcoholic drink.
It has a flavor that gives you comfort. When you order a martini, I don't get comfort from that.
Well, see, that might be where we differ.
Oh, do you really?
You can see the full history of the holiday favorite, the coquito, this morning on CBS Mornings.
Yummy?
Looks tasty. We have made it. We have made it in Christmases past. It's very, very thick, though, very dairy full.
It looks really thick.
It is.
I mean, it looks like it's meringue that's going to go on top of a pie or something.
Very, very rich. I gave it away as gifts as well because we couldn't finish it.
Fun. I'll have to stick around for that. Coming up in our next half hour, progress in the effort to buckle down on carjackings in Madison. More on that story at 6:30.
But first, after the break, President Biden adding to family in the White House. Who's new this holiday?
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It just gives you such a boost of confidence.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
Makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And when we first released Plexiderm, our mission was to help people reduce the appearance of their wrinkles and under eye bags in minutes with a simple serum. After 2 years of reading thousands of reviews, I realized Plexiderm changes people on the inside. It improves their lives dramatically.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. That was me a couple of years ago when I first tried Plexiderm. I think it just exuded this confidence. Really, there are no other options. Plexiderm is the only thing that works. It was life-changing. It was the best decision I ever made. Still using it.
The Plexiderm effect is more than shrinking under eye bags from view. It's more than getting rid of the appearance of crow's feet. It's more than saying goodbye to the look of those 11 lines between your eyes. The real effect of Plexiderm is self-confidence. It's celebrating this holiday season with friends and family, knowing that you look and feel your best. So join us in 2021 and take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge and look in the mirror and say, wow, I feel great.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside.
Take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge and see real results, guaranteed. Try it for only $14.95 this holiday season at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
From Tina Fey and the creator of Saturday Night Live comes Mean Girls, the hilarious hit Broadway musical.
Why don't I know you?
Come see Tina Fey's Mean Girls at Overture Center, January 11th through 16th. Get your tickets now at overture.org.
Smooth dark chocolate, refreshing peppermint. Enter York mode.
Rich chocolate candy and creamy caramel. That's how you Rolo.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
My name's Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Welcome back. 6:23. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are welcoming a new member of the family this week.
Pretty cute one, too.
Those ears.
Yeah, so they got a new puppy. You see him? You see her here. This is Commander. She's a German Shepherd, a birthday gift to the president from his family. It comes after the Bidens' beloved German Shepherd, Champ, died in June at the age of 13. The Bidens are also promising to add a cat to the family as well.
I'm impressed they have time to take care of this fella because Bascom has certainly taken over a lot of our time.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Is Bascom becoming harder to manage as she gets older?
Teenage years, yeah. She's not listening as well. And she's also just getting big, so her tail will flop around and knock stuff off the table. She makes kind of a mess.
I had a very large black lab growing up. He would do that all the time. When he would get excited, if something was on the table, it was gone if his tail came by.
See, and black labs are much more hyper than my little Bernese mountain dog. She at least naps half the time.
And then me, my dogs are so small, I'm always stepping on them. I can't see them. They mouse you around at your feet. And then you make a move one way. You're like, oh, sorry.
And then you're apologizing to your dog the whole day.
Yeah, I know. I do that with my kids sometimes, too. They're tiny.
Oh, my gosh.
And they mouse me. You step on them every once in a while.
Just kind of kick them to the side. They'll be all right. They bounce.
They're fine.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a joke that says, kids that age, they're mostly cartilage anyway. So they're very resilient.
I've heard that. That is funny.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, gosh. Family dogs, though, huh? They're just heartwarming.
Yeah. I'm glad to see that they've finally replaced
Champ.
Champ.
Yeah, Commander. Such a cute name, too.
It is a cute name.
It's no Bascom, but a runner-up.
That's perfect for you.
That's perfect for me. You're right. You're right. Everybody's different.
Yes, that is true.
Everybody's thinking about a white Christmas wreath.
We're thinking about it.
A little bit better of a chance.
You know, we have a little bit of chance. It's cold enough right now, so you've got snow on your mind as you head out to the bus stop. Temperatures are in the teens. We're going to be warming up into the 30s, perhaps a little bit more sun into the afternoon as well. But we have that cloud cover to go through first. We haven't seen our first inch of snow yet, but it's possible that we could get that as we move towards Christmas. It's a small chance.
We're tweaking those chances.
But I'm saying that's a chance.
Right after this, stick around.
3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Your parents spent years taking care of you, but as the years go by, it becomes your turn to take care of them. This might mean trusting a nursing home, which promises to care for them as cherished loved ones. But if the nursing home you've chosen is not keeping their promise, we can help. If your parents have been injured in a nursing home, call Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Hey guys.
Hey Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, US Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
This time of year, you can find deals on lots of vehicles. But compared to many, a new Volkswagen SUV costs less to maintain, which can save you money over the next 5 years. Isn't that illuminating? Put your money to better use this holiday at the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event. Hurry in during the Volkswagen Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease a new 2022 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LINX procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
Right now, the military activated around the state to help healthcare workers as COVID cases rise.
Also, a formal complaint issued to the governor over the Milwaukee District Attorney's handling of bail.
Plus, we are talking about the first day of official winter. We're going to break it down in the first storm forecast.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Leah Lynchide. After months of heightened patrols on the city's west side, police believe they are one step closer to solving a string of car-related crimes from the fall.
Authorities say they've arrested one teenager and have a warrant out for another one who they believe are involved. One instance of auto crime happened in October when over 40 car windows were smashed and items were stolen from inside. Police say they used video and physical evidence to identify the two minors. The person in custody is believed to have ties to Madison and to Rockton, Illinois. We spoke to one woman whose car was stolen at gunpoint this fall on the west side.
Madison police have not said if the arrest and paired warrant are linked to that specific crime, but either way, she says the news gives her peace of mind.
When I come back from work, I feel scared, and then, my husband will be just always waiting for me outside to get me in. He should learn something. He should stop doing this and then stop scaring people and then, live peacefully.
Madison police add the arrest of that first teen happened back in early November. The warrant for the second teen was just issued last week.
All right, 2 coronavirus headlines this morning. Cases continue to rise in Wisconsin. Officials with the Wisconsin National Guard say that they've sent a number of troops to help with the state's COVID response.
They say the number of deployed troops has fluctuated since the start of the pandemic. At one point, more than 1,400 troops were mobilized. Right now, officials say just around 500 members are currently helping communities with testing and vaccinations. They're also helping to manage Wisconsin's vaccine stockpiles. Then about 60 more troops are serving in 4 different state mental health facilities as nursing assistants.
In Green Bay, a 20-person team from the U.S. Navy will be deployed to help healthcare workers treating COVID patients at Bellin Hospital. According to a news release, the group is made up of nurses, respiratory therapists, and doctors. It follows Governor Evers' request from the federal government.
We now know the identity of the Beloit police officer who shot a person allegedly trying to grab her gun earlier this month. Officer Shannon Dykstra is on administrative assignment while the case is under investigation. Dykstra has been with the Beloit Police Department now for about 13 years. She says while investigating a crash, someone tried to take her gun, which led to the shooting. That suspect is expected to survive. No officers were hurt.
A Milwaukee County judge has granted the state's request for a $200,000 cash bail for Darrell Brooks. Brooks appeared in court twice yesterday via speakerphone. The court hearings were about incidents that happened before the Waukesha Parade tragedy in which he's accused. Prosecutors say last year the Milwaukee man fired a gun at his nephew and another person after a fight. And in November of this year, he tried to run over the mother of his child. The state made that bail request because they allege Brooks made 49 phone calls to the victim, leading to separate charges of witness intimidation.
Winter is coming, otherwise known as the winter solstice. It officially begins this morning at precisely 9:59 a.m. Central Time. That means today is the shortest day and longest night of the year in the northern hemisphere in terms of daylight. After today, the days will grow longer and continue until the summer solstice in June.
All right, Professor Reese in this morning with a little lesson on the winter solstice. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. What exactly is the winter solstice? It all boils down to the sun's rays and where they begin to line up. So you have the rays of sun lining up with the Tropic of Cancer down in the southern hemisphere. This, of course, is, as you guys said, the shortest day and the longest night. Winter officially begins at 9:59 a.m. So the sun is going to be farthest on the south horizon there. You're going to see that shortest amount of daylight. But here's what's cool. In the southern hemisphere, this is their summer solstice. Places like Brazil, Australia are moving into summer while we are moving into winter. And speaking of winter, we are tracking a winter weather maker throughout northern parts of the state. We're talking snow from parts of the Dakotas and Minnesota all the way into the North Woods and the UP. Southern Wisconsin, We miss out on that system, but we are going to see some cloud cover, and I can't rule out a flurry as far south as somewhere like Portage or Baraboo. 16 in Janesville right now, 17 for Monroe. Platteville, you're coming in at 18, 14 in Viroqua, and 12 in the Dells this morning. Madison, you've got the 1 and the 7, 17 degrees right now. Winds being reported out of the south at about 5 miles per hour as we wake up this morning. We're going to see those winds stay southerly. That's what's going to help those temperatures warm into the 30s, even though we're going to see that cloud cover for a good portion of the early afternoon. By the way, there's your little flurry chance up towards the north. 34 is where I'm calling our high later on this afternoon. And then tonight, we're back into the teens again, 14 to 12 degrees. It's really where your overnight low sets up. And then tomorrow, we stay cooler, not really making it out of the 20s into tomorrow afternoon. 29 is your forecast high. We'll see more cloud cover on Thursday, then our scattered rain showers moving towards Friday as well. Notice I have a slight chance of snow and that forecast for Saturday. We've noticed a little bit of a change in the model trends. I've talked about this all morning. So if you're just joining us, it's not huge yet, but we have seen a little increase in our chance for snow, perhaps to happen on Christmas Day. When we come back after planning a day, I'm going to talk a little bit more about how the models are looking when it comes to Christmas. We just have to see if they hold.
Now, you said yesterday things are bound to change. We're still several days out here, so we're hoping that things continue to trend in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And things, the reality is, can still change. We're 4 days away at this point, but we'll keep a very close look on it.
Chris Reese, thank you very much. 6:35 now. Citizens in Milwaukee County filing a formal complaint asking the governor to remove the county's district attorney, John Chisholm, from his position. This all stems from the suspect in the Waukesha parade tragedy. Just 5 days earlier, he had been released on bail for $1,000 after he tried to run over the mother of his child. That bail amount was recommended by Chisholm's office, a judge later saying it was too little. Now that there's a formal complaint, the governor's office can investigate the DA and possibly remove him from office.
We'll do an investigation. I'm sure we'll be looking to have some help from both, the office in Milwaukee, but also the Attorney General call.
State law says there would have to be a public hearing where the DA and counsel can defend themselves against the charges.
The city of Milwaukee is moving slowly toward diverting some 911 calls from police. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reporting that the police department has formed a task force for this purpose. The task force will focus on 911 calls involving mental health, substance abuse, and homelessness. It's made up of people from the city's police and fire departments, the Fire and Police Commission, the Office of Violence Prevention, county mental health, and other experts.
A sequestered jury in Minneapolis will enter its second day of deliberations in the trial of Kim Potter. Closing arguments finished yesterday, leaving the jury to deliberate the manslaughter charges she faces for shooting and killing Dante Wright last April. The jury went on for about 5 hours yesterday. They'll resume again this morning. They're made up of 9 white people, 2 Asian Americans, and 1 black person, ages ranging from their 20s to 60s. All right, 6:37 now. Chris Reese planning your Tuesday after the break. He's also taking a look at our snow chances for Christmas.
And a local organization looking for some last-minute donations ahead of the holiday. How you can help.
Plus, the lights of love at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital celebrating 15 years. We'll take you there in the 608.
Associated Physicians celebrates 75 years of caring, helping, and listening. Associated Physicians. Devoted physicians, trusted care.
Discover a world of giving with Ralph Lauren fragrances.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now, there's Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it.
It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order this holiday season and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
Hi, I'm Teresa from Sauk City.
And I'm Tanya from Sauk City. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Oh, look at that. You all remember them from the 608 segment a couple of weeks ago? Oh, that was awesome. Here's how the weather's looking in Sauk City as we go throughout today. We're going to see that cloud cover this morning. Temperatures are in the teens there now. They're going to stay into the teens for a good portion of the morning before warming up to the 30s with that south wind. We might see a little bit of sunshine into the picture later on. Madison's at 17, Sauk City still at 16 right now, but temperatures will warm up to about 34 by the time we get you towards 2 or 3 o'clock or so. In fact, here's the future. You see that weak snow system passing by to our north. Outside of that, we'll just see a couple of clouds. Temperatures are back into the 20s and teens overnight tonight. From there, we start to focus on the rest of the week, especially as we get close to Christmas. There's another chance of a couple of flakes on Thursday. It's a small one, but the chance is there. Friday still looks like we'll see a chance for some showers moving on through, but then we've also seen a model trend for Christmas Day, not Christmas morning, but Christmas Day. A snow system moves in. So when you're waking up on Christmas, things would still be wet out there, not necessarily white, but by the time we get you towards the afternoon and dinner time on Christmas, it is possible that we see some snow move on through. This is something we've got to watch. For now, it's just something that has shown up, but if this trend continues, snow lovers would be very happy for Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, we will keep an eye on it. Chris Reese, thank you very much. 6:42 now. We're in the 608 this morning with an inside look at the 15th annual Lights of Love.
Josh Sprider is live at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital this morning to show us around and to tell us about the inspiring story, a really touching, heartwarming story behind all the lights. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, it really is a lot of meaning behind this. What started as just a couple of trees 15 years ago is now turned into a beautiful display here in the courtyard at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital. The co-chair, one of them, Terry Donlin, with us this morning, your volunteer who helps with this. And this is quite a process. What you guys started during the summer to pull this off.
Yeah, we do. We actually, get the letters out, make sure that we've got chairs for it, make sure that we've got people that are ready to test the lights, make sure we've got signs coming in, coordinate with the foundation to make sure that they're got their trees ordered. We just do a lot of extra work ahead of time. And then we get to October and the orders start coming in. We make sure we get the lights checked so that we've got volunteers checking all the lights. Bruce Company comes in, brings trees in, and they help us, our maintenance crew, which is fantastic, by the way, set up all these lights, put all the lights out. It's a beautiful display of lights, And the meaning behind them really matters, because the white lights are for those memorialized that have gone before us, in memory of. And the red lights are for our immediate family that's here with us, present day, or a friend. And then the blue lights, the military and the healthcare workers. Such a big deal these days. I just can't say enough about our healthcare workers and what they've been through. They're our heroes. So that's what the blue lights mean. And then each tree has a sign what company sponsored them or what person sponsored them, so that it kind of lets people know if you walk through the garden who's sponsored. Like this one is the Bruce Company, actually. So it's gorgeous.
And this truly takes the community support to pull off every year.
Absolutely, absolutely. The investment of everyone. Yeah, and it keeps growing. I mean, we're hoping next year we add more trees and add more lights.
And you're always looking for those donations, right?
Absolutely. You know, we start in October. Yeah, and we love supporting the hospital. The hospital means so much to the community, and the volunteers here do everything we can to support the hospital. I mean, a lot of the volunteers are retired nurses and doctors, and you know, you have people from the community. It's wonderful.
It truly is.
You know? Yeah.
Well, Terry, we appreciate you and all the help that you're doing here volunteering as well.
Thank you. It's good to talk to you, Josh.
It really has been a nice morning. Thank you so much, guys. Of course, if you're interested, you can go to channel3000.com and learn more. Right there, there's a link that you'll find even on the Channel 3000 mobile app this morning as well, guys. Back to you.
Boy, Josh, absolutely gorgeous out there. A really great thing to go visit during the holiday season, huh?
Yeah, so is this open for anybody to stop by and take a look at?
Yeah, so this is open. What's kind of cool, too, is if Mark Schilling wants to show the vantage point of the hospital as well. So for everyone here at the hospital, they can actually look down to the courtyard as well. So it's kind of a cool, different vantage point wherever you are, whether you're in the courtyard or up in the hospital, you're going to be able to see something a little bit different. So pretty unique.
I like that about it, that the folks who are in the hospital during the holidays can still have a little bright seasonal light outside. Josh Breiter, great story this morning. Thank you very much.
Let Josh know what inspires you. He'd love to hear from you. A lot of your ideas wind up on the air, so reach out on social media or shoot him an email. It's in the 608 at WISC-TV.com. Well, the holiday travel rush is starting, and it seems like people are making up for lost time. The TSA says it screened more than 2 million people at airports nationwide for the 4th day in a row. Between December 23rd and January 2nd, AAA expects more than 109 million people to travel 50 miles or more. That's a 30% increase from 2020. U.S. airlines may have to stop using equipment that helps pilots land in bad weather or low visibility at more than 40 of the nation's busiest airports. It would start on January 5th. The move follows an FAA order prompted by concerns about possible interference from newly activated 5G cell towers. The airlines say without a solution, those flights will have to be delayed or canceled. It could impact an estimated 32 million flyers.
We go back to decades-old procedures and technology for flying airplanes, cancel thousands of flights per day and hundreds of thousands of customers. It will be a catastrophic failure of government.
The wireless industry, meantime, insists there is not a safety issue. AT&T and Verizon, though, are still pledging to reduce signal strength on cell towers near airports.
A local nonprofit is in need of donations and volunteers to give some Christmas cheer to homeless children. Santas Without Chimneys works with schools and social workers to find out each child's 3 wishes. Then they try to get at least one of those wishes, along with a brand new blanket and books. This year, families will also get a new board game.
So we'll be delivering Christmas Eve, so people can still come and drop off toys to us. We are in need of them. We just don't have enough, and we're having more kids added pretty much every day.
Santas Without Chimneys has been around for 10 years now. This year, you can find them on Verona Road in the future home of Little John's. 6:48 on your Tuesday. Coming up in the morning sprint, pandemic relief finding its way back to farmers. How the 3rd round of the Farm Support Program is helping.
First, we want to say happy birthday to Easton and a happy birthday to Ava and Lily. all kids turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with News 3 Now this morning.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stained caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
So this holiday season, if you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes or an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, and people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. Get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
For one night only, relive the best of the Phantom of the Opera and Broadway's biggest hits with legendary singer Chris Mann from NBC's The Voice and star of the Phantom of the Opera. Phantom Voices at Overture Center January 8th. Tickets at overture.org.
The holidays are doubly important this year, so make your celebrations doubly special with our award-winning cave-aged Maurice cheese. Pick and save. Hey, you're right, we can't stop now. Let's take the special up a level with fresh, never frozen prime beef. Still not special enough? Add some surf to that turf with our sustainably caught seafood. Turn your taste buds up to 11 and have a doubly special holiday with Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A must in your medicine cabinet. Less sick days.
Cold coming on? Zicam's the #1 cold shortening brand.
Highly recommended.
Zifans love Zicam's unique zinc formula.
It shortens colds.
Zicam Zinc That Cold.
Rubens year-end clearance sale ends December 31st.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We are expecting to hear from President Biden about the Omicron variant later today. The U.S. had its first confirmed death related to Omicron, a Texas man who was unvaccinated with underlying health conditions. The CDC says this new strain is now dominant in the U.S., accounting for almost 3 out of every 4 infections last week. That's up from about 3% of all infections the week before.
Madison police have arrested a teenager and issued a warrant for another one in connection to a string of armed carjackings. The incidents happened between August and October on Madison's west side. Officers say over 40 vehicles were broken into on one night. They also say more people have been suspected in the attacks, but the investigation's ongoing.
The Wisconsin National Guard says about 500 members are currently helping with COVID-19 testing and vaccinations across Wisconsin. They're also helping to manage the state's vaccine stockpiles. About 60 more Guard troops are also serving in 4 state mental health facilities as nursing assistants. At one point, more than 1,400 troops were mobilized to help with COVID-19 issues.
A Milwaukee County judge has granted the state's request for a $200,000 cash bail for Darrell Brooks. Brooks appeared in court twice yesterday via speakerphone. The court hearings were about incidents that happened before the Waukesha parade tragedy in which he's accused. Prosecutors say last year the Milwaukee man fired a gun at his nephew and another person after a fight. This past November, he tried to run over the mother of his child.
A UW legend and Olympic champion passed away over the weekend. Carrie Graves died Sunday afternoon in a local hospital after a battle with Alzheimer's disease. Graves was the star of the first national championship won by a UW varsity women's team. That's the 1975 National Women's Rowing Team. Crew wasn't an NCAA sport at the time. Graves would later go on to compete in the Olympics, winning a bronze in 1976 and gold in '84.
Median home prices in Wisconsin rose more than 7% from November 2020 to November 2021. According to data from the Wisconsin Realtors Association, the median price home is $240,000 now. Median family income, though, only rose an estimated 1% during that same time. Existing home sales kept pace with strong sales in November of 2020.
Governor Evers says more than 20,000 farmers received a total of $50 million through the 2021 Farm Support Program. This round saw a 33% jump in applications compared to the first two. Direct aid payments are given out to Wisconsin farmers who experienced economic losses due to the pandemic. Around $100 million has been directed to support Wisconsin farmers through the program. President Biden's $2 trillion spending bill looking unlikely to pass after West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin announced Sunday he wouldn't vote for it. The White House says it will still keep fighting for the president's plan. It allocates funds to fight climate change, expand child care, Medicare, and universal pre-K. Senate Democrats still plan to debate the legislation on the floor next month.
The NHL postponing all games tomorrow through Saturday. It comes after 11 teams suspended their operations due to COVID. The league will allow 2 games to happen today before the shutdown. The schedule is set to resume now on December 27th. So far this season, COVID-19 cases have postponed 44 games in the league.
We are tracking a light snowmaker throughout parts of the state this morning. That's going to be mainly to our north. Right here in southern Wisconsin, we stay on the dry side of this, but we're still going to be cold. We're still going to see some of that cloud cover out there. For now, we're waking up with some sun. Temperatures are at 16 degrees for us in Madison. Cloud cover increases today. We will warm up, though, towards 34 moving into the afternoon. Here's Future Track. You see how the snow generally stays to our north as we deal with more of the cloud cover. Will be cold tomorrow as well.
Chris Reese, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, folks. Enjoy that sunrise. We'll be back here in half an hour with another news and weather update.